Hello, I'm Spaztastic, and welcome to Spaztastic TV. Today we're going to be looking at the LG Rebel 4 LTE. I don't know if the LTE part means anything or if it just means it's LTE capable. To start off this little half-assed product review of this phone, it's an LG. It's got a button on the back of it underneath the camera. The camera's an 8 megapixel on the back. It's a freaking 5 megapixel on the front. And it's got 2 gigs of RAM. It's got a Qualcomm Snapdragon in it. Like you guys really care. I think you're just more willing to see if it actually functions correctly. However, I don't really know how to test that because I don't know if you're playing games on your phone or whatnot, but I only paid $70 for this. Straight talk. Freaking it's got 4G, and I'm on the 4G right now. So let's just get into it. How does the thing sound? I mean, because it's got an okay screen. It's got your pretty much par for the course screen in it. So let's just play a song, shall we? So we can jump cut to that starting. And the little condenser mic I have on my tripod right here actually is pretty good representation of what you hear. I mean, the speaker in the back of the phone is right here. I've been holding it upside down. Is it turned up all the way? Yes, it is. Okay, obviously you can see it doesn't sound like crap. I mean, you don't need to see me sitting here and dancing behind a screen. I will say that I don't like Android 8.1's ability to not take the YouTube and to just slide the video off the side of it. That's what I'm used to doing. Did that with my RCA Voyager. But most people, when they get their phones, I assume that they just want a phone that takes good pictures, works, and I got Facebook Messenger and everything on there, and I don't really feel like I need to show you it working because, well, I'm just going to tell you that it works. I've had multiple tabs open in this phone, and they work. Well, why don't we get into doing some recordings with the phone? Now, I was actually going to do like an audio recording with the phone where I was just going to somehow cut it out from right here, then start recording with the audio on the phone, but I figured that was kind of a waste of time considering that usually when you film video, it kind of records your voice audio and it actually sounds exactly the same. So I'm going to jump cut to a little test clip that I did in my car because, well, I know a lot of cheap microphones do not like to pick up, do not like to play very well when you got them in a loud car bouncing around on the road for video tests. And then I'm going to start doing like a little vlog style thing where I'm holding the camera, take a few pictures with it, and get back to you. So for $70, let's check this out. This is more just an audio test than anything. So, yeah, audio test, audio test, audio test. So I guess I'll just start recording off the front screen on this. I mean, it's kind of weird to film in public. I mean, where I park my car, there's just a bunch of people sitting in their goddamn cars. I don't understand that one. Maybe it just wanted to sit in a nice open place for lunch. I don't get it. Sorry if there's wind noise. However, this is the front camera, and I'm walking down the stairs, and I'm probably fluttery, and I'm going to shake the camera now because, everybody likes to be motion sick. Anyhow, there's a dump truck. That's a thing. Anyhow, you get the point from the freaking rear cam on this. As you can see out over to the Oquirrh Mountains here in Utah. I mean, I've come down here and I've taken some pictures and stuff before, walk my dogs and whatnot. Anyhow, let's switch to the front cam. So yeah, I'm just walking straight up into the freaking sunlight, so I can't see the screen worth a fuck, but you can probably see me just fine. This phone seems to be halfway decent. I mean, you're going to hate me if you're watching this on an Android device right now because I'm going to say, okay, Google. I found that out when I was doing the record and playback of this, that it opened up the Android assistant, of which I can actually change the voice on mine. If you can figure that out, more power to you. It's not half bad. It's like 17 degrees out here, so I'm going to try to keep this recording short. But so far from looking at this phone's going to suit my needs just fine for a $70 phone. If you think the video on this is not up to your liking, I mean, they do make smartphones that cost more than $70. So, oh yeah, and the 4G on this is pretty quick. I mean, I really wish I could go around and test something else on this, and that's its actual reception that it can get, because even though it goes off the Verizon towers, the reception on some cheaper phones can be quite poor. It doesn't really matter where you're at, but, might get up and do an update on that one, depending on if somebody actually comments on this. But anyhow, I'm going to go back to the studio since I'm about freezing my ass off already, and I've only been recording for about a minute. Anyhow, let's do that. Alright, so I guess I could, actually not tip up my finger on the freaking microphone, which apparently I'm pretty good at doing. I guess I could show you the couple of pictures I took with this. I mean, I didn't take any macro shots. I don't really care too much about the phone's picture taking ability, since as long as you can tell really what it is, and they don't really look horrible. So do that right now. And so, I just wanted to kind of like wrap this up. I'm not really the super greatest person at filming with a smartphone, considering I've had one for 3 fucking days now. But for $70, I mean, you could do a lot worse on a phone. I'm actually happy with this thing. I mean, I'm gonna use this phone for a couple of videos up here in the future. I probably already said that. Probably didn't. Of course, I've had to take multiple takes on all this crap too, so I don't know what I've said and what I haven't said. I'll figure all that out in editing. So I'm going to use this phone in a review for a little challenge thing that I did on the Small YouTubers Boost page, where I asked how much should I freaking set for a budget to try to come up with a basic YouTube freaking setup with a smartphone, and I figured this would be a good one to start with. But for $70, perfectly good working smartphone, works just fine. Reasonably cheap service. Sorry if I keep moving the thing around. I'm not really used to holding it, or if I'm looking at it awkwardly, because I'm trying to look at the camera and not the screen like this, so it looks like I'm staring right past you and talking to the person that's behind you while you're standing right in front of me, all awkwardly. But anyhow, I am Spaztastic. You've been watching Spaztastic TV. If you have any suggestions or anything on how I could have made this video better, please feel free down in the comments, or if you have any questions about the phone, I'll do my best to answer them. Some loud techno music will play. And it's going to be a great year.